Intermission. We're going to be back here. Game 2, Team NEIN versus Fifth Harmony. Fifth Harmony actually opted for red side once more, so we will be seeing the teams on the same sides. Not sure if Team NEIN will be using that first pick to their advantage. However, we will see it. I believe they are losing a single ban because Teen Sith is a sub. Same Syndra band. Would expect to see that LeBlanc band again, or it being picked away. But so far, same bands.
From personal experience, though, Zia on that Syndra, I'd rather face the LeBlanc.
I mean, I feel like he is definitely the superstar carry on this team.
But I got a feeling that Team 9 is going to try to ban him out, and someone else is going to step up. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, we did see a lot of focus on those jungle bans, so if you're putting more focus in those mid lane bans, that will be those jungle picks open again. There is the LeBlanc ban. So a very obvious ban.
Yeah, for good reasons. But we're seeing practically the exact same bans coming out of Fifth Harmony. Like, they're like, oh well, might as well do the same thing again, guys.
Yeah, I mean it worked last game, so why not try it again? And you know, in hindsight, thinking about, I can't really think of any other way that mid lane matchup would have gone. I really highly doubt if Swain pick will come in again, because Swain takes so long to ramp up and was such a weak early game that was almost bound to happen.
Exactly.
But as we criticize that, though, in top lane, Raffle Knife and Infinite Rampage was a pretty stark loss for Raffle Knife with CS leads, the CS deficit almost the entire game. So he's going to pick up the Renekton. Not a fan of first picking those solo laners unless you're really, really investing heavily into that.
Well, I got something about that. Last game, during bans, Raffle Knife's Renekton was banned from him. He has a 75% win rate on it on about 50, 60 games.
Wow.
So
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And they left it open, so I'm actually kind of excited to see what this guy can do, quite literally on one of his main characters.
Yeah, now we're seeing instant response for this Shen on the towards the Renekton. Is going to fare better than most laners. I think definitely better than the Poppy would have. Doesn't have many tools to CS from afar, but it wouldn't really need to, as Renekton normally shoves his lane and keeps that Shen under his tower, and that's kind of easy life for Shen because he can CS under his tower very easily.
I'm wondering if that's an actual Amumu pick, or is that going to be a placeholder this time?
Yeah, same actually. Don't want to see another placeholder. So he has to go through this thing all over again.
All over again. It's not just us that suffer through it. Our viewers got to suffer through it too if it's a placeholder.
Yeah. Swain again? Is this real?
Is this life?
I mean, maybe since they banned out the LeBlanc, I could just see another assassin replacing the LeBlanc, though.
I agree. I'm pretty sure X is probably laughing right now, and he's like, you know, I got something for you.
Wow, Kale luck. That's.
I do believe that these teams, their placeholders are Amumu and Kale. So I'm pretty sure. Yep, I'm already getting the messages saying that these are placeholders. Amumu, sorry, Kale is. Well, hold on. Kale is Gragas. Amumu is Caitlyn.
We do what we must.
So Kale, Gragas, Amumu, Caitlyn. That's pretty interesting.
So I have no idea what's going on here anymore. This is all kinds of woo.
Kale, Caitlyn, Amumu, Gragas.
No. I mean, those are... Kale is going to be Gragas. Amumu is going to be Caitlyn.
Okay, so those would be fine bands. They ban out the Zyra when it was picked into them, which I find to be really interesting. Although they could just be doing throwaway bans for the sake of it, since champs like will be remade, but I mean it worked into the Twitch, so I find it odd that they would ban it out. Because I wouldn't think that Twitch Zyra would be that strong of a lane compared to Twitch Caitlyn, or compared to Caitlyn Zyra.
We are seeing a lot of bans coming out that are, no, you're not playing that champ from both teams. Like, you played it last time, you're not playing it again. Okay, so this ban for Team 9 is actually their throwaway ban. Due to Teen Sith being a sub, they lose one ban per game, per sub. So they can lose up to a maximum of 2 bans. Fortunately, they had 4 people here today.
Oh, a spicy Bard.
Everyone's got to love a good Bard.
I hope that gets logged.
Alistair and
Yeah,
Shen, that is a very, very tanky front line.
Yeah, Alistair and Shen. Tanky frontline, but very hard engaged, so no peel tools for that Twitch. But you're gonna need some peel if you're going up against Renekton.
And I just got the notification Alistair is also supposed to be Bard, even though we saw him hover Bard, so why he didn't lock it in is questionable. So we have 3 placeholders right now. Oh boy, and Spaciness has locked Bard in, even though Bard is supposed to be on hold for the side of Fifth Harmony.
Which means that since Fifth Harmony picked it first, it's going to go
Nope,
over.
I just got another message. Bard is supposed to be Braum.
Yeah, because you can't have... Yeah, okay. So then that would be Braum, Caitlyn. Yeah, Braum, Caitlyn. That's actually a really strong lane.
That's a very strong lane. Especially with the ranges just getting those stuns off. Free damage.
Yeah, so I'll kind of withhold judgment on these comps
until we actually see them. Yes, please.
Can internalize them.
Alright, so we gotta reset here and go right back into the whole shebang. And so we know that Kale is Gragas, Amumu is Caitlyn, Alistair is Bard, and Bard is Braum.
I can't even. Let's just see it all. I hope they blow through these.
I hope they do too, because I'm getting just a massive headache just from trying to read that off. But we are back in the champ select. Hopefully this goes by a lot quicker with a lot more clarity on what people are going to decide to play today.
Yeah, I think they're just going to go through the bans. I think Fifth Harmony's going to do some not going to ban the same stuff they banned last game just because they already know what's going to be picked. I'm not sure if that Blitzcrank is subject to penalties because they didn't ban it in the first round, and if they are placeholders, if you have to do the same bans around second time round.
It's as long as you pick the champions that you have already said you're gonna pick, the bans really don't matter too much, unless you decide to be a troll and ban someone's champion, in which case you're probably going to have to go have a talk with somebody.
Yeah. Yep, so there is the Gragas. Shen Gragas has a lot of disengage, a lot of mobility potential as well.
But I'm just saying, Renekton. They're definitely gonna need the peel. Probably from the Gragas. Oh, Nunu jungle on So Vicious. I'm definitely excited now. We got Nunu and Gragas in the jungle.
Yeah, interested to see how he plays that one out. If he wants to go for the heavy counter jungle, or if he's going to go for very heavy gank presence with an Emax or a Qmax. Although I believe that even with the gank oriented play, you still max Q for the clear speed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an Oriana on Zia. Less assassin, more control mage. So 2 control mages in that mid lane. So I don't think. I have a feeling that Teen Sith isn't going to get bodied as hard as he got as last game.
No, definitely not so much the fact that Oriana doesn't do damage. She does plenty of damage. It's just that she's not an assassin like LeBlanc is. So we probably won't be seeing Teen Sith getting 100 to 0'd in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think an early Abyssal Scepter would be good for him. Although I'm thinking Banshee's Veil, early Banshee's Veil since they switched. Yada yada. Early Banshee's Veil's on the Swain after his mana regen item would definitely help him a lot against the Oriana.
Banshee's Veil,
Because you can
or
kinda
even the adaptive helm with the constant poking from an Orionic Q, just the ball moving around, he can take reduced damage just from that. So
yeah, it's for Teen Sith in that lane. It's just about getting to the point where you can completely tank up the burst combo from Zia.
I'm really hoping he accidentally locks in Garen one time, so he's got to play Garen ADC. I think it'd be hype. I think he could do it.
Yeah, so it's a switch of lanes, really.
It really is. Dom should be locking in the Bard here. I think this is gonna be a good game. I think this is gonna be a lot more even than it was last game, especially with there are no assassins in this game at all.
Yeah, no assassin. The Teen Sith is actually sitting on an ignite. Looks like he's wants to go for some kill pressure, which I find to be a little bit odd. He's just gonna get kited out by the distortions.
I agree. Unless he can trap Zia in his Nevermore. I mean, all Zia has to do is drop his W underneath him and just run away laughing. But I'm actually really interested to see how Yi Kennen plays Twitch against Caitlyn. We saw how it worked last time, reversed, and didn't really go that well for the Twitch.
Yeah, we saw him a nearly 100 CS lead. Yakenin towards the end of that match had 300 CS. Space is definitely going to be looking to replicate that kind of a performance. But I think the Braum thrown into the mix changes things quite a bit.
But okay, so let's forget that we ever saw last game. Okay, based upon these team comps, who do you think is going to be able to pull out on this one and either make it a 2-0 win or go 1-1 into a game number 3?
I'd honestly give it towards Fifth Harmony just because how much more cohesive their team comp is. I mean, even though they have a backline ADC that requires a lot of protection in Yakenen's Twitch, Shen, Gragas, Oriana have very good synergy. Shen can land those multi-man shadow dashes. Gragas can use his body slam as well as having disengage for the Oriana with the cask afterwards. And Twitch can just sort of pile down. With Dom Doobie's Bard able to set up some of those plays where this is really low hard CC on the side of Team 9. And it's kind of a mixed bag. I mean, Nunu's really good at having sustained CC and catching people out. But it's an interesting comp that Team 9 are running. I'm trying to think in my head like how it would work. I think they have really good side wave control though. The good thing is that they opted for a wave clear ADC this time around, and they have good wave clear in both solo lanes. In the jungle, this Gragas matchup is favored heavily towards the Gragas, really, because as Nunu, you simply get out pressured. Gragas's gank strength is so much more than Nunu's, where you just have one E and that's it, and the rest is on the onus of your solo laners to follow up. Luckily for Vicious, he's got Renekton and Swain, who both have their own hard crowd control that can be stacked on top of those snowballs. But Gragas is a one-man show if it comes to ganking. He can lay down all the CC, but his team needs the damage. Top lane, it's going to be difficult. I mean, they have enough damage to kill a Renekton, since he's going to be building damage early and not be tanky enough to sustain their combos. But other than that,
No,
so to sum it up, I would give it to Fifth Harmony because of jungle pressure and comp cohesiveness.
I agree with you on those aspects, but I'm going to go with Team 9. I've always been a big fan of rooting for the underdogs, and honestly, I think they cleaned up their team comp. I mean, it is a defend the Caitlyn to the death type of ordeal over there right now. They have such tanks. Like, I mean, yes, Renekton gets in there. He stuns him up. Nunu has got the ult that slows him. He's got the snowball. Brahm's ultimate, they have a good bit of CC, and honestly, I think it's honestly going to come down to the team fights. I'm not so sure. Yeah, ganking is going to be a big thing. Yes, jungle pressure definitely, but I think the outcome of the team fights, of course, are going to be the biggest deciding factor of this game in particular.
Yeah, that's a really a great point that I actually didn't really touch upon the ADCs too much.
Well, the thing is, though, okay, so Caitlyn Ultimate, of course, is just for one person. Anyone can block it. But Twitch Ultimate can go and hit everybody, unless there's a Braum shield.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, both teams can stop the other team's damage from doing anything, really. And I think it's going to be of which team can outlive the other team in fights.
Yeah, which is where the point of the jungle pressure comes in, because the team that is going to outlive is the one that is ahead, and the team that's ahead is the one that will have had more ganks and CS leads. But your point talking about how difficult it would be for Fifth Harmony's comp to get through that front line. I mean, I can't imagine how it would be like running through a treacle with the slow field of the east. So many slows. And then
it's gonna be like running through a quicksand pit with 50 pounds of bricks on your back. Like
yeah,
it's gonna be painful. The question is, are they gonna be able to do it? With Nunu's ult able to be interrupted. That could be that could be probably the deciding factor. Is Nunu gonna get a full channel cast off? Is he gonna be able to hold somebody there long enough for Caitlyn to kill, or is he gonna get interrupted and it just be completely the whole plan just go to ruins?
Yeah, definitely a really strong kite composition that Team 9 has drafted.
We see that Swain started to with the corrupting potion this game as opposed to last game.
Yeah, I think it's a smart adaptation. Thinks he's going to be trading a lot more. Going to need some extra sustain to try to go up against Zia. Really, I mean, I feel it's going to be dependent on this bot lane. Both teams went for yet another scaling comp. While there is a lane bully in Renekton in the top lane, I don't think we'll see a replicated performance from Infinite Rampage that we saw last game.
No, I'm definitely wondering what he's gonna bring to the table this game.
Yeah, I'm personally not a fan if you're starting, if you're playing an AD scaling top laner. Definitely not a fan of starting Doran's Blade. Longsword, the way to go for me. It smooths your item builds into things like Phage or Caulfield's Hammer. And I mean, the purpose with Doran's Blade is it gives you more sustain. Well, it gives you more long-term sustain than the pots do, since you use them and they activate. And the Doran's Blade, you get sustained throughout the entire lane because you're auto-attacking, getting the lifesteal. And the additional health helps for all-ins, but Shen is never going to all-in a Renekton. But a Renekton will all-in a Shen. Teen Sith going low yet again, Ignite on him. Oof, Zia actually flashed forward, but Teen Sith with the quick reactions flashed back himself. That's sort of been the story actually never backed. A little bit presumptuous of him for him to go for an ignite rather than teleport, as he's now gonna lose out on a lot of pressure and minions.
Definitely Zia trying to get that early pressure onto Teen Sith again.
Yeah, thwarting that scaling is huge. He's really abusing the weak early game.
Like that's what he wants to do. He does not want Swain to get ahead in any way, shape, or form because, like I said last game, a fed Swain, you can't kill it.
You can't kill it indeed. And here comes So Vicious to get onto Zia. The Nevermore actually missed. Zia had a level up to give him a little bit more mana. Should be able to distortion out. Wow, all the auto attacks coming down. He's able to pick that one up. That was the power of Bond of Stone, simultaneously healing up Teen Sith and keeping Zia within reach.
That was actually
fantastic gank.
Pretty interesting chase though. It's like, is he gonna die or isn't he? And then, of course, with the ignite coming out from Teen Sith.
Yeah, smart for Vicious to come over there when they knew that Zia had no flash. Zia needs flash to get out. Vicious doesn't need his to get in.
No, he does not.
It's a very one gank, and I'm not sure if that's where the lane will swing. I think we'll continue to see Zia bullying Teen Sith continually, probably for like the next, until like level 11, just because of the way these item builds will be working out. Teen Sith is going for what I assume to be a Rod of Ages, so I'm going to give him a little bit more tankiness, but ultimately it's not going to be enough to outscale and outdamage Zia on these trades unless he heals it back up with his ulti.
Which, of course, he won't have for another 2 levels. But that is the first dragon going at under 5 minutes.
That's what you need to happen. But what you don't need to happen if you're 5th Harmony, or rather Team 9, is for Rafflin to go down. But he gets a good stun. Burns Metro Boomin's flash. Try to flash auto him. Very, very narrow escape. That's such a really big swing, or a really big advantage towards Team 9, that Metro Boon tried to make the cross map play and gank topside while in bot lane Vicious was taking that Mountain Drake, but he wasn't able to complete the kill, so just a net gain for Team 9.
Well, and on top of it too, with them not getting Raffle Knife there, and with Metro Boomin taking so much damage, he had to back, and that's going to give Nunu just ample time to, get some more farm, maybe work towards getting an extra level on him.
Yeah, and while we were talking about last game with those Mountain Drakes being very useful on Caitlyn, well, Caitlyn is getting the Mountain Drake. So Don Doobie is gonna go down here. Potentially, Buchanan forced to heal, accidentally stepped on a trap, took a very large amount of damage. But we see Teen Sith here actually, because of that gank, has level 6. Nevermore is able to connect. Zia's gonna get level 6 very soon. Metro Boomin. Ooh, Spacey actually expected the flash body slam flash, but misjudged it. Maybe he wasn't paying attention to top lane, or they didn't call out the ping on Metro Boomin's flash that he didn't have it. So flash burn when it didn't need to be. Definite misplay. Not only just Spacey, but Team 9 as a whole, just communication should be there so that he knows that he doesn't have flash.
But definitely not Metro Boomin not doing too hot on these ganks. I mean, yeah, he's getting some summoners, which is, it's going to be good later down the road, but I mean, come on, everybody wants a kill.
Yeah, and the thing with, it is a win for the jungler and for that team if they burn a summoner, but it's only a win if they translate it into a kill later, taking advantage of that resource being down. So he'll have to come back to bot lane and take advantage of that. Raffle Knife going on to Infinite Rampage is on the wrong side of the map. Gonna switch over, but there goes the ulti. That's an easy pickup. Not sure what Infinite Rampage expected to happen there, but it is Renekton in the lane. Bully is much stronger early game. And in this bot lane, because Rock and Roll Kid is on the tank protective Braum support, we're not seeing the pressure onto the Twitch like we saw last game. Twitch actually at even CS, and the only poke that he has to be averse is from the Caitlyn. It's not entirely difficult when you're CSing, hitting minions at the same time, because Caitlyn's hitting minions, she's not hitting you. Speaking of getting hit, Teen Sith gets a shockwave on. There goes the Ignite, forced to flash once more. There comes out a TP, but the auto attack and the Ignite are going to tick Xia to death. I think Zia's getting a little bit too big for his britches.
I think Xia definitely went last match go to his head, because Teen Sith picked the same champion as last game, and I'm sure that he was probably, suffice to say, pissed about what happened last game.
With,
he wants that revenge.
Wants to have the comeback, wants to have the revenge. He's getting it. 1-0-1, 2 kills, 2 deaths on his laner, and that's going to be a fairly easy Rod of Ages pickup. Going to be getting there fairly soon. Almost has enough gold for the blasting wand. I think we'll be able to see him outscale the damage of Xia for the time being. Ooh, very missed ultimate from Dom Dooley, but what is not missed is the Shadow Dash from Infinite Rampage, and Rock and Roll Kid whiffs that Glacial Fissure, unfortunately, and down goes Spaciness. It's a good change of pace. He's a proactive play coming in from either side, using that level 6 advantage. Looks like they're trying to chase out. Still very many slows.
They're trying to catch people, but I think
so slow.
Unfortunately, the Caitlyn did go down to the Twitch rat and the Twitch ultimate, and I was immediately in my head, being a sportman, I was like, Braum shield, go, and it didn't come out. Instead, he decided to ult, but it didn't get anybody. I think he should have went with a safer bet and just thrown that door up. And
safety is not something known to these teams. Speaking of Teen Sith, walking a little bit too far forward, gets flash body slammed on. Good follow-up from Xia to pick up a really easy kill.
But unfortunately, that kill did not go to Xia. That went to Metro. So, yeah. Even though, it's still an assist for Xia.
Yeah, it sucks a little bit, but the good news is for Fifth Harmony is that he will miss a wave, maybe a wave and a half from being dead. Does not have teleport to get back there. So loses out on pressure yet again.
Vicious, a little bit caught out here, but
second Mountain Drake to be had. Metro Boomin does not have flash anymore. Does have his cask, but if there's a time to fight, it would be now. Xia does not have her ultimate.
Actually, now would be a good time to contest the dragon with Metro Boomin's smite being down.
Yeah, a lot of resources being exchanged back and forth. Infinite Rampage doesn't have the Stand United to get down there if he needs to. Teleport is available, but Raffle Knight can definitely match. If it goes to a 50-50, you know that 100% Vicious will win if he's playing it correctly.
Indeed. Just wanted to point out, in Team 9's side of the jungle bot side, there are already 2 Fifth Harmony wards in their bot side jungle.
Yeah. Those wards are there. They're very great at spotting out if the jungler is going to go towards that dragon. However, Vicious is already there and starting it up. He can solo it. He doesn't need the help of his team, being Nunu. I have a feeling that Xia might be wise to it as they're pathing down to a little bit. Yep, No's going to get out scot-free.
And that's a second Mountain Drake. for Team 9.
Yeah, for this siege comp, that's gonna start adding up, and it's yet a third one. This is a really interesting series that we've gotten 3 Drakes in a row both times.
Definitely something interesting. Dom Dobie cut out here.
Yeah, he's dead. Easy pickup.
He's dead. He was worse than dead, Jim.
Yeah, overextended a little bit too far for that vision.
Unfortunately, his teammates could not get there in time to help him out of there, but I don't think there's anything they could really do.
Yeah, this is so far looking like a potential win for Team 9. They've got all the cards that they need in their favor. Dragons, lane pressure, lane advantages, a kill on every single member except the ADC.
It looks like Renekton's going to get the first tower here. That's going to open him up to be able to roam.
Yeah, not sure what happened there, but unfortunately, pressure game in favor of Team 9. If you're Fifth Harmony, that actually is, like you said, a huge swing. They do have pressure on this bot lane tower as well. Chunk it down to half.
Good magical journey there by Dom Dobie. I mean, if he had kept walking forward, probably would have died there.
Yeah, and there's actually going to be a Rift Herald pickup as well. So it looks like they're going to try to start snowballing this lead. Zia coming down though. It's going to get spotted out on that river ward. It's good defensive ward coverage to playing that aggressively. Yeah, spaciness and rock and roll kid.
Now, I want to talk about itemization here real quick. What do you think of this Caitlyn going BF sword into the Huppilicious shard?
Looks like he's gonna go for the static shift. I think he was just going on a bad back, but I think it would have been more beneficial if he had went with boots and longsword rather than the Huppilicious shard. But it is actually pretty strong considering that if they step on a trap, they're gonna be eating that empowered auto attack with that headshot. That's gonna count for a lot. Ooh, good teamwork by Rock and Roll and Spaciness to pick up that ward. So I believe that's, yeah, Dom Dobie 2 wards down. With only one of them having effectiveness, but look at Cannon taking so much damage. Oh, good Tempered Fate to line up Infinite Rampage. Shadow Dash should be coming in. Shadow Dash, Infinite Rampage. I think he used it already in a trade in top lane when he was ulting, but there goes the stun passive onto Braum Booty. And then, now it looks like they're trying to kite it back. Spaciness. So yeah, Kenneth's trying to get in there, get some more damage out. Spaciness trying to kite his heart out. Vicious staying around, just barely outside of the danger zone.
Overall, a 1-for-1 trade. Both supports giving up their lives for this fight.
Yeah, 1-for-1. Unfortunately, Raffle Knife doesn't have any response because he can't. Really, the only thing he can do is pressure harder, and he's already got the tower. Infinite Rampage, making the right call, roaming down, trying to make something else happen on the other side of the map. So that when he goes back to that top lane, he just pick up that wave.
Meanwhile, in mid lane, these two
Yeah,
are still going at it.
Yep, just an easy farm game. Vicious actually uses that Rift Herald, and Nunu's actually a little bit stronger with the Rift Herald because
Shen
he can.
Sorry,
wow,
Shen
actually
having
really
to blow
big.
that TP, trying to stop the Rift Herald. Definitely not worth the TP with your tower already being so low, and with how much damage the Rift Herald does do to towers.
Yeah, that's an easy pickup. It looks like Zia might be in a bad spot. They can get all the damage out. There's the CC, and here comes Spaciness to add the damage to that CC mix. Infinite Rampage frontlining it up, trying to keep Spaciness zoned out, but Teen Sith is in their backline trying to burn down Dom Dobie. So only just pick up onto Zia. It's going 0-3 now.
And Nunu also going down in that little exchange as well.
Yeah, and meanwhile in top lane, Raffle Knife has had very little response here, and Metro Boomin at zero mana cannot respond. It's gonna be, with this mid lane tower being the only outer left, You want to put this Renekton pressuring these side waves, so someone has to respond. At this point, with how strong he is with that Black Cleaver, Infinite Rampage can't stop him solo, so it has to be a response from 2 people at least if they want to kill him. But that is if they want to kill him. And if they just have one person they can't shove him off the tower, should be probably the best bet. Team Sith here in a bad spot. Should be able to get out of this easy, but an accidental ulti.
Accidental shockwave while the ball was on Twitch. Misses the Swain. Unfortunate.
Yeah, oddly enough, still burns the flash regardless.
I guess rather safe than sorry, right?
Yep, thought it might have been some sombrero shenanigans with Buchanan flashing forward. Spacing just actually just took a huge chunk of damage. And good thing for Team Harmony that they were the first ones to this dragon. Vicious is actually sitting on wards. They have good coverage to spot any potential steal. Goes Infinite Rampage, walking very, very forward, but Tempered Fate only catches on the Infinite Rampage. Metro Boom flash cast onto Spaciness, and now he's dueling their AD carry, but it's a 2v5 situation, and Raffle Knife is trying to get out of there safely. Does manage to, but that's going to be a loss to Drake for Team 9.
Unfortunate not getting all 3 of those Mountain Drakes, but Fifth Harmony cannot afford them a 3rd Mountain. Cannot afford to let this one go.
Yeah, that great adaptation there, noticing the priority, how strong that potential 3rd Mountain Drake would be. See, the next one will be an Infernal, so big change from last game where it was all clouds.
All clouds,
all
everybody
damage.
running through everything.
Yeah, and look at this, look at the ward coverage from Fifth Harmony.
Yeah, definitely.
Covering all those spots.
It was the strangest. It was literally like mid-fight, everybody was just putting down wards as they had them. And I'm pretty sure that if we were to go back and look at a replay, they probably hardly ever lost vision on anybody, any Team 9 members.
Yeah, that's very crucial if they want to try to win these fights, and they are tying up that kill lead. Going to be looking for towers soon.
And there is 20 minutes in. We are only at a about a 1K gold difference. That's about it.
Yeah, not much to be had. Very equal playing field as we saw with that last engage. It looks like he's going to try to get onto Raffle Knife. Infinite Rampage did miss the Shadow Dash. Now Raffle Knife in a very aggressive spot, trying to get on the cannon, but the ulti was there to save his AD carry. Another whiffed shockwave from Zia. I believe that's 3 in a row. Means that Team 9 will be free to try to shut down this tower with Vicious. Using the still ball just took a lot of damage. Tempered Fate finds 2 on the support and the jungler. Gonna continually trade blows. Doesn't look like anything more to happen. Shadow Dash onto the jungler. Vicious forced to back. Ignite gonna tick him down. Z just took a big shot.
Took a huge round to the face there.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure why Z is still here. Really, the only advantage she provides is the wave clear, which they already have.
Well, her red buff just wore off. Her blue buff just wore off.
Ooh, Domdu is very low, and there goes another Shadow Dash into a respite, but that's going to be a big cast on a rock and roll. Kid burns the flash and still picks up the kill. This might mean the tower is going to be gone unless Sith has enough wave clear. Now rolling Raffle Knife coming back, full HP, is going to stop that push. So unfortunately, with all those kills being traded back and forth,
no tower gained.
Actually, no tower gained.
No tower gained for Fifth Harmony, unfortunately.
And, Team 9, no kills gained, still sitting at 6, while Fifth Harmony is able to gain 3 rather. That's a 5-0-2 Twitch.
I'm actually surprised that we did not see the Caitlyn ultimate that fight. Even if someone had intercepted it, they would have been that person. You know, they were all low except for the Twitch.
Yeah, Dom Doobie is continually escaping with very, very slim slivers of health.
Tom Dewey with a death wish. It seems to be. He always seems to be in that corner, and that magical journey is what saves him.
Yeah, there needs to be a response soon on that top tower. You can already see pings going out. Infinite Rampage there. It did actually burn his teleport in a very curious fashion onto that ward. This could be a potential engage. There's no teleport potential. For, oh, 3-man shockwave and into a tempered fate. That's going to isolate so vicious. Looks like Rock and Roll Kid's going to be the target from Buchanan. And ultimately just picking out spaciness. That's kind of the target that you want.
It is the target that you want, but I will say that I do believe that the Bard ult was a little unnecessary. Buchanan could have possibly gotten a second kill because Swain did not have his ultimate up. He was not getting that health back. Could have probably easily melted him there. But regardless, still another kill. Onto the 6-0 Twitch.
Yeah, he's hitting pretty hard, and they're noticing that. They're going for the aggressive plays. Right now they're putting him in the bot lane. Spaciness having a good time with that tower. Look at the huge wave that was built up.
This is going to be the first wave for Fifth Harmony in the bot lane.
Yeah, finally able to pick up that tower. Ooh, good. Stand United into the stealth. The Ninja Twitch coming in. Shen delivery says, what a fantastic flash dash, almost max range.
Absolutely beautiful. And this is the same thing that Fifth Harmony was doing last time. They're finding that one person that was caught out and just deleting them.
Yeah, and instead of using a Poppy, this Shen is much more impactful. I mean, especially when they coupled it with the Twitch, and that's what we've been seeing. A lot of these kills have been coming from Infinite Rampage ulting onto Spaciness, and giving them that added protection.
Giving them added protection, and if the cast goes through and they're still alive, the taunt, which takes all the focus off of Buchanan.
Yeah, and especially when you're having the Team Times comp is very one threat in that Caitlyn, where if she gets picked off, then there isn't really much more that Team 9 can do without her. I mean, yes, they have Swain, but Swain isn't a huge damage threat as the same way as Zia is if Buchanan gets caught out.
No, really, the only damage that Team 9 has is the Caitlyn. That's about it.
Buchanan actually stepped on a trap, very narrowly misses the Braum Q. That might have been death. But this is bad. Buchanan ulting. Chunk spacing this to about 33%.
Good, Nevermore.
Yep, and they're able to cash out more on that. So Vicious trying to get down onto Buchanan. Able to count that out. They never caught onto Spacey, and so he's able to deal easy damage. However, that has since lapsed. Metro Boom and body slams using that belly to knock him out. Another belly coming in. Distortion to speed him up. Fortunately, the binding wasn't there. However, they got what they wanted. They picked up 3 kills.
Unfortunately, Team 9, thinking they had something good going there, only gets 1 kill. Fifth Harmony picks up another 3.
Yeah, with the jungler being up, though this could be a potential Infernal Drake, but Savicious definitely has the potential of stealing this. Had a control word. Z is also very, very low. Is he gonna flash in? I think he's gonna go for a flash. Oh, what a great steal.
But now the question is, are they going to be able to get out?
They're not, but looks like he wants the damage. Raffle's able to pick up Zia. So Vicious. Oh, the cast secures the escape from So Vicious.
He's going to get out. He's going to get out. Look, he's out. Unfortunately, Renekton not able to make it, but they do get the kill on Zia there.
Yep. So that is going to be 2 Mountain Drakes and an Infernal Drake for Team 9, as well as having the mid priority. This is going to be a difficult tower to defend, but ooh, a good 2-man Shadow Dash, but they don't have any damage to back this up. Infinite Rampage is going to take some poke on the way out for his troubles. They're going in once again, just trading blows. Doesn't have much backup, but doesn't seem to matter much to him. Here comes your cannon. Cavalry is here now. There is the backup. Infinite Rampage actually able to pick that one up. Attempted siege from Fifth Harmony. The pressure is in favor of Fifth Harmony up on the top side. However, the opposite is true in the bot lane. But Raffleknife's gonna have to go up there and clear that one out. He doesn't have his TP.
No, he does not. And that's actually kind of a downside. So Vicious definitely had that dragon, and with the TP in there, that's a Renekton summoner's spell, and he also died for it too. Did end up picking the kill on Orianna, but at the same time though, they need Renekton split pushing both lanes, so that way everyone else can be pushing that mid tower down. And if he's dead, there's no split pushing.
Yeah, definitely. And split pushing, this wave management definitely be the name of the game right now. And Infinite Rampage actually flexing his muscles a little bit onto this Renekton, chunking him very low. Not strong enough to deal through the tankiness, but So Vicious looks like he wants to go up there and join the fray. Here comes Zia, trying to get some damage down. Dom Doobie gonna eat up that ace in the hole. Infinite Rampage going extremely low. But
Zia,
Spaciness has had some time with that bot lane tower. He's gonna pick that one up. There goes the teleport. Wow, Dom Doobie actually picks up the kill onto the Raffleknife. So what a net win. I mean, they tried to, it was a turret trade, inner for outer. Team 9 tried to go for a dive top lane, but Fifth Harmony was there to respond. It was a little sneak past Raya Cannon.
Fifth Harmony, Fifth Harmony losing 2 people, and it's gonna be 2 towers for that little exchange. That, and the gold gap just from that has closed. We're now sitting at a 1.2k, 1.1k gold difference.
Yeah, just about.
Something completely inconsequential.
Yeah, it's still an extremely even playing field.
But
never mind. It's actually traded back.
It got traded back.
Team
There's
9
no
on a
one
bad
there to
reset.
challenge it.
Yeah, Team 9 on a bad reset weren't able to get out in time to clear the wave on that. But now it's just in that top lane for Team 9 where those towers are, and that's due to the pressure from Raffleknife.
And I will say this though, Team 9 definitely doing a lot better with trying to get vision in Fifth Harmony's jungle. They're not really getting deep in there, but they are putting wards around the area where they're going to be pathing in lane. So they have those early warning signs.
Yeah, Metro Boomin could be potentially caught out here. Raffleknife trying to aggress onto him, but Infinite Rampage trying to save his jungler. Oh, Dom Doobie might have sealed Metro Boomin's fate by locking him in there. Yes, he actually does, considering that Spaciness is able to land an easy trap. Now Vicious on the bottom side of this fight. Vicious chasing out Spaciness, but he's able to get out Spaciness with a Caliber Net over the wall. Now Cannon is spraying and praying onto Spaciness, forces to flash. Eats an ace in the hole, but that's about it. I think it's a 1-for-1 mid laner for jungler.
Well, the mid laner went down to Zia in bot lane. Both mid laners actually not there.
Oh, but Cannon too far forward. So Vicious with a fantastic ultimate to lock him in. This could be the Baron. They have the pressure. They have the damage and the numbers. Jungler down. This is Team 9's Baron.
Metro just coming up. He's not going to be able to make it in time. I'm wondering if the Shen's going to be able to do anything about this. No, there's no challenge whatsoever, and that is a free Baron.
Yeah, they do have to clear that top side, though, with Raffleknife not being able to go up there just yet.
Now, between the Baron and the Twitch kill, we see that the gold difference has tilted to the side of Team 9.
Yeah, well, that rings true. Still, this Buchanan on this Twitch is still a very real threat.
A huge threat. 7-2 with Blade of the Ruin King, Infinity Edge Runins, and now a Quicksilver Sash. A very smart move, in my opinion, with the new slows, all the snares, the stuns, the slows.
Yeah, and actually a quick response from Fifth Harmony is going to secure this Infernal Drake. So really good Drakes being exchanged on either sides. Trying to go for this fight, so vicious, caught on the wrong side of the rift. Gets booped down. Rock and Roll Kid only gets caught in that Tempered Fate. Now Team Sith is next on the chopping block. Damage coming in from Buchanan, going down on him. A simple front to back team fight working out in the favor of Fifth Harmony. Spacing is super low, and a great binding continues the fight. Rock and Roll Kid forced a flash over his own base gate. That's almost a complete wipe for that Baron buff. Raffle Knife, the only one not available. Should have teleported, dude. What were you doing?
He should have teleported, yes, but unfortunately he did not. He kept pushing that top lane back, which in essence can be both a good thing and a bad thing. Yes, he wasn't there to help his team, but look at how many people backed to respond to him.
Yeah, they did have to back, but it still cleared the Baron buff. I would have liked to see him teleport. I mean, he had a lot of... they had the wave pressure in mid lane for him to be able to do it, and with that flank, he could have blown up Buchanan. He's still got a lot of damage on him. Regardless,
well,
what happens has happened.
It has happened, yep. And we still just... we see these two teams, they gain a slight little lead, and then the other team takes it away, and we got a little teeter-totter effect.
Yeah, it is extremely back and forth with how fed these ADCs are. Pick potential very strong on both sides. Haven't really seen Dom Doobie have that strong of a showing yet, but Tempered Fates not doing much.
Zia trying to get a pick off there.
Yeah, let's see what Zia's doing. Wow, what a whiffed ulti by Rock and Roll Kid.
And the slow goes out. And there.
Good for Burrow, but Don Doobie ulti to try to save his teammate. Oh, here comes Infinite Rampage. Oh, good cancel from a cast onto So Vicious, and now Spacey's getting free damage onto Sith, but they're trying to go. They're keeping the chase happening. Blast coming out. Infinite Rampage trying to get out. Good sidestep on that concussive blow.
A good 2-for-1 on favor of Team 9 there.
Yeah, with
Renekton still having the Baron buff.
They weren't able to take him down. Here comes the cannon. He could be possessioning too far up though. Trying to do their damage to block this tower. Not sure if they have the wave clear. Oh, Baron actually
just wore off. Unfortunate. I hate it when you're there and you're like, yeah, this cannon's just sitting out of range, destroying your tower. Oh.
Regardless, they pick it up.
Yep, but I do believe the top tower for Team 9 is going to be going down. Oh, no, there is the Renekton teleport that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, it does save that.
Does save the tower, yes.
Much more liberal use than Infinite Rampage's teleports. What a good flash dash. I mean, he has been really consistent with those. Infinite Rampage doing a fantastic job securing kills. And speaking of
Rock and Roll Kid
secured,
caught out here, yep.
Too far forward, could get out. There's Spaciness to save him. Spaciness, the BM, all he had to do was walk forward and he could have jumped to him. Kennen is still very much a threat.
Yeah, but once again, Raffle Knife up in that top lane. They're gonna have to back to deal with them. They only sent Zia to go and deal with them.
I mean, he's gonna clear the way, but if they don't send any more members or group that top side, they're just gonna keep.
Good flash by Spaciness. Uh-oh, here comes the Shen taunt.
Binding, and there it is. He's gonna go down easy. There's a chain CC, So Vicious. Next to go down, is forced to flash himself. Zia trying to 1v1 Raffle Knife. He's gonna go down very easily. One more Q is going to do it. Now it's a base race between... Oh, Raffle Knight isn't going to go for the tower, but they are pinging him to go onto the tower. They should notice that he's not there. Buchanan's still very far up. Is not able to land it evermore. So Vicious ultimately gets canceled out by another body slam. Rock and Roll trying to eat up that spray and pray. Now the shield's down. It's very, very nicely done by Team 9 to stop what could have been that inhibitor tower going down. No. Ruffle up in that top. They're trying to stop the back.
Trying to stop the back so they leave Renekton alone. But and he gets the inhibitor tower. That is the first inhibitor tower.
Played.
Very
nicely played.
Very good. Unfortunately, Gragas not able to get there in time to stop it, and with the damage dead, being Zia and Yukenin, would he have been able to stop it anyways?
Yeah, and I feel like this game is a little bit. I mean, that lost tower should not have happened. It's a little bit more of a systemic issue of Fifth Harmony not really knowing fully how to deal with this Renekton split push threat. I mean, considering that there's literally 0 towers on the other lanes, just group top, and you already see how low that tower is. You group top, you force Renekton to go to another lane, or it's going to reset and build up an even bigger wave that crashes into their inhibitor tower once it gets reset on your tier 2 tower. So you force Renekton to go bot, he's going to push that up, someone responds, and it's going to build up this huge wave, as you can already see it's happening. And it's going to crash, and they can transition that towards bot lane. But now it looks like they're all starting to trickle up towards this top lane. We're seeing a little bit of a group, but Zia's on the other side. A little bit interestingly, Baron's actually about to spawn now.
What's the matter, Caitlyn? Afraid of a little bard?
Yeah, Dom Doobie's he's just been getting caught out continually.
Dom using his flash there. Don't think it was entirely necessary, but that Caitlyn does a lot of damage, so.
Yeah, she has picked up that Lord Dominic's regard, so those tanks are going to start being chunked.
This is not a fight that Team 9 wants. The Swain and Caitlyn are split off from their tanks.
Yeah, look how big that wave is bot lane. That could almost take down that that could almost
take down the tower. And that's what they're going to stall for.
Look at that shockwave, catches so many. Raffle Knife is going in there, dealing tons and tons of damage. I believe Yukenin, the only one alive, trying to salvage this fight, is going to go down. But see it there, a little bit damage to boot. So far, oh wow, quadra kill for Zia. Team Sith wants a piece of it. I think he's going to be able to get it. They're pulling the back. I think he wants the penta.
They're gonna do it.
He wants the penta. He puts the shield on him.
Oh, but is he gonna burn to death? Nope. It's just the.
Even if he dies, he has to keep chasing so he can't respond to the wave.
And that is going to be the bot inhibitor turret, free off of the minions. Redemption coming out for Zia.
I almost had a little panic attack moment. I thought that was Rock and Roll Kids. Redemption. I thought he was about to die.
That would have been funny. But no, we see Swain here pushing back this wave. Unfortunately, that was, that unfortunate that, actually, I believe that completely went wrong for Raffle Knife, even though they had a good team fight and they burned through a lot of the team. But Zia was just there, able to pick him off one at a time. And as much as Team Sith wanted to say, no, you're not getting that penta, he had to go and deal with the wave. Otherwise, that would have been a free inhib.
Oh my goodness, please. Fifth Harmony rushed the Baron. So what ended up happening there is that they had all the pressure. Fifth Harmony needed to rush that Baron down because mid and bot were pressured very heavily and forced them to respond to that wave. They are going to start it up now, but it's too late. Team 9 actually went to that bot side to check out Elder Drake, see what they were doing, and in that time they could have taken this Baron. However, this top tower staying alive has done an instrumental effect.
Raffle doing a crap ton of damage there. Caitlyn picking up the kill on Zia.
Wow, that is actually huge.
That is a huge.
Yeah, that means that they're not going to have the mid laner for this Baron fight that's soon to happen. They're going to go for it. They don't have very much vision control. A single ward in there. They don't have any defensive, or they don't have any wards on the entrance, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Drake's an
There's
Infernal Drake.
so much damage going in on this Baron, and even Caitlyn's damage actually outdid the smite there. Caitlyn got the kill on the Baron.
Yeah,
But
she's not even.
but look at those damage numbers coming out on those crits though.
Yeah, they are gonna look for the Elder Drake. I think it's a little bit too much. I think they actually could just rush it, or rush these waves.
Oh, they're gonna go for it. I don't know if they can see Gragas or not, but he is on his way down.
So much damage. Yeah, there's no way they're gonna be able to respond to this.
And they also get a free bot tower for the side of Team 9, and looking like they want to fight Renekton coming in from the flank right there.
If they win this fight, there's the
if they win the
stun on
fight,
it,
it's
you get
over.
Cannon. Just Stand United trying to come down to shield him, but there's still too much damage. Space Indus is hitting like a truck at this point. Raffle Knife onto the other carry.
Just Zia getting deleted.
Yeah, deleted definitely is the accurate word for that. Spaciness with all this damage is chunking down all their tanks. This is probably the game. Bot pressure is there for them. They're riding this wave. They want the Nexus towers.
And they only need this wave. Those towers are going down so fast with the the Elder empowered Mountain Drakes, and Caitlyn just turns around and pops Bard in the face.
Yeah, definitely going to be tying up the series.
Greg is dying right there on the end to a Swain Crow. Wow. Team 9 definitely coming back there and saying, no, well, you guys showed us your hand. Now we're going to show you ours.
Yeah, I could definitely see that Renekton being banned, and I was talking about they rudely interrupted me starting that fight.
I'm sorry.
It hurt, but that top tower, having those top towers up was extremely crucial because that meant that they would never have enough pressure to be able to start the Baron. So Fifth Harmony, their waves would always get reset on that top tower, and it would always get shoved back, and so they'd never be able to push far enough to try to get some deep wards in, and it was always sort of like the safety net for a Team 9. And you saw the waves go in their favor towards bot side, but they didn't take advantage of that, and that was sort of their opportunity to try to bring themselves back, but they never had enough pressure to make something happen, especially on the Baron, which is that key objective towards that late game.
I definitely agree with you. Let's get into the damage charts here. And we see that Zia, again, did actually the most damage, 51,380. Twitch following right behind, 48,454. And then the members of Team 9 coming in with the damage.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
But if you notice, every team fight, the carries got CC'd to death. Once Team 9 got that synergy together, they got that one person, they were dead. And the ones that they were able to kill were the Twitch and Zia and Oriana.
So one thing worth noting, Bomb Doobie had twice the amount of wards placed as Rock and Roll Kid. Literally twice. Rock and Roll Kid had 25 wards placed, while Dom Doobie had 51.
Wow.
Yeah. Dom Doobie destroyed 19 wards. Rock and Roll Kid destroyed 2.
Wow, like I mean
they didn't win off that, but that's pretty stark.
No, I definitely agree, but still though, that's a lot of wards. I mean, I'm just wow. But definitely a turn of events as we are going to go into game 3 of Fifth Harmony versus Team 9 to find out who is going to leave this week the victor.
So we will be right back.